Stop exploiting young people. I'm doing this video today because I'm seeing a very worrying trend of schemes that seem to be targeting young people to exploit them of their time and their money. This is all based on my experience as the parent of a teenager who has went through some of these experiences that I want to share with you. So I would like all young people as well as their parents to take note and learn from these experiences, and please spread the message so that they don't so easily get exploited by these people who don't seem to have honest intentions. So the first story is about car rental. So my son was basically, he recently passed his driving test, he got his license, and obviously very excited. Even and against our advice, he actually signed up with a car rental company. And what happened was, eventually, being an inexperienced driver, he got into an accident, and the car rental company told him that he needed to pay $7,000. This was in their contract. Of course, and they'll even let him pay by installments. Of course, being a young person who is still in school, doesn't have a job, who end up paying is us parents, right? So it was then that we realized why these rental companies, why they are so eager to let young people sign up as their clients, even though they have less than 1 year driving experience, they're still under probation. No wonder they were so eager to let them sign up. Why? Because the moment they get into an accident, the repairs may cost us a few $100s, but they get to charge the driver $7,000. All right. So obviously, it seems to me like, to use a very commonly used Singaporean term, accident waiting to happen, they were really just waiting for accident to happen, because they knew that statistically there's going to be an accident one. All right. So that's how. So the money that they make from the accident is even more profitable than the rental. And they use this. They understand that these young drivers, after they pass their license, they're very excited to drive. All right, and then they just want to drive around a lot of the time, and it's just a matter of time when they get into an accident. When it happens, they make a few $1,000s. You know how much they have to rent out the car just to make that few $1,000s or not? But just one accident, that's it. Don't need to do anything, and the money just comes in. So that is the first scheme that I want to share about, that seems to be targeting young people. For they are not so experienced, they don't really think about such things before they sign up for any program, and it's also not made very explicitly known to them, I think. They just sign on the dotted line, and that's it. They just fall into the trap. All right, so this is the first trap I want to warn people about. And the second trap is also very related. It's also with similar to accident. There is so my son's looking for a job, right? So again, he likes driving, and one of the jobs that he found, part-time job, is that he can become a delivery driver. Very good benefits. I mean, the petrol is paid for, he gets to drive the van home, of course he pays his own parking. But now I'm a little bit more careful, so I asked him to ask for various things, including what happens if there's an accident. So who pays? All right, and how much? And good thing he followed my instructions and he asked. So he came back and he reported to me that if he gets into an accident, right, the excess is $4,900, and he has to pay, not the employer. Right, so that to me was, again, oh my God, it's another exploit. All right, so I mean, if I also ran a logistics company before, we don't hire people who are inexperienced drivers, because why? If they get into an accident, the excess limit is so high. All right, and then usually it's the employer that buy the cost. So very rarely, we will never hire those drivers that are less than 2 years old. But why is this company? In fact, we found out later it's not even a company; it's a sole proprietor. Okay, why is this sole proprietor so eager to let young drivers, less than 1 year experience, do the deliveries and even give them the privilege of driving home? Right? And then later, my son also went to dig around. He found out, this guy actually advertised different jobs using different company names. So it seems to be like an exploit. He's just waiting for accident to happen. He knows that statistically, some of these drivers are going to get into accident, and then he can get to claim them like $4,900. all right, and the repairs maybe even with the other guys repair maybe only like $1,000, $2,000. So $2,000, $3,000 into pocket so easily. All right, so this is another kind of exploit that I've seen. The third kind of trap that I see more recently was, again, this was my son hunting for a part-time job, right? And he was offered a job to do supposedly with very good commissions, right? And what it involves is that he has to go door to door to solicit for donation. All right, and they were saying, oh, you can earn $2,000, $3,000 a month, you know, based on certain numbers, how much donation, how many people donate, without a basic salary, without any CPF, and all that, you know. So that to me, for those of us who are have a little bit more gray hair and more experience, we know that door-to-door sales is difficult. It's very difficult, and somehow you're not even selling things, you're trying to ask for donations. Is it even legit? We never even go to that question. Is it even a legit charity or agency working for a legit charity? But you think about it, young people who are so ready to believe that they can earn a lot of money doing this, who just go around knocking on doors for a few days. After a while, they find out that it's a lie. It's not that easy, and then they quit. And then they just keep getting all these, because these people are not paid a basic salary. They don't get donation, they don't get paid, right? So they are getting basically all this free labor to go and knock around, get some donation, all right? And there are so many people that are being, so I will not use very strong words because this is a public video, but they are being misled into thinking that it's easy money when it actually is very, very hard earned money. It's very difficult to earn from door-to-door sales. All right, so that's the third one. And the last one that I want to share, which has been around for a very long time, I have noticed that many companies, they advertise their job, they advertise for jobs, they call it a marketing intern. All right, so basically they hire young people to do things like TikTok videos and Instagram videos and all that kind of stuff. They call it an internship, but it's not affiliated with any of the actual programs being run by the universities or ITEs or polys. All right, it's not actually recognized as part of your graduation requirement, right? But they just call it marketing intern, just as an excuse to pay the so-called interns based on intern pay, which is only what, $800, $900, all right? When actually they should be earning like probably 1,000 plus for the same level of work plus CPF and other benefits, right? But they just call it marketing intern, and just as an excuse to pay them very low salaries. All right. So these are the things that I think we all need to be aware of. I mean, when I was young, we never had so much worry about finding a job, a part-time job. But nowadays, it seems that a lot of these part-time jobs are just out to exploit young people. So as a parent, I wish to warn everybody, all the young people, as well as the parents who have young people, that please check through the terms and conditions. All right, if your children are trying to get part-time jobs, please look through with them what are the terms and conditions. All right, and then make sure that they don't get exploited unnecessarily.